Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and this time I'm playing with my brother Z on Himmelsdorf in a terrible matchup for our tier 6 Italian medium tanks. And I really wanted to feature this replay because it's got it all. Firstly, I'm low tier and a lot of you want to see me dealing with being low tier because you seem to be more low tier than not in World of Tanks, at least for now, right? Secondly, we've got the opportunity for some platoon work with my brother, which is so nice to have back to the channel. And also, there's going to be some rather hilarious and unexpected action going to be happening on, but spoilers, I won't talk about that right now. Okay, so when you're playing on Himmelsdorf in a low tier medium tank, you got to think about how can you still have a good impact in the game. And just going up onto the hill, I really didn't fancy my chances versus something like the T28 prototype. We see that we've got a Scorpion, and a Scorpion's been matched up against a T28 prototype on Himmelsdorf. Oh yeah, that's really not going to work. So instead what I want to do is to take my bro and go and try and harass down in the town, try and win the town, then hopefully we can either flank the enemies on top of the hill, or we can punish them as they make their way down. Now something happened here. Their tier 8 heavy tank, who's matched up against an IS-3, who is still battling out on top of the hill, and you probably should be if you're in an IS-3 in this situation, now is in the alleyway, this FCM50T, and so that means that he's very vulnerable. So we're going to come around the corner here and hopefully put a round right through his front plate, and we do. And this 90mm main armament on this tank is an absolute beast, and Z is going to finish him off. Great stuff there. So first kill on a tank 2 tiers higher than us. But our job isn't done. That's not a big enough impact to be able to win a game, especially when it's a Scorpion G versus a T28 prototype. You know that that tank is going to have a good day. So let's have a quick look up on the hill and see how the fight is going. Well, T28 on full health, IS-3 down to half health. Now we're going to have to actually keep the pressure going, and considering that the enemies are mostly up on the hill, it's about being aggressive right now. Now we fire what looks like went through the building, but I think we just snuck it around the corner there. That was an absolute clutch shot into the back of the P43, and that means that he's now down to a stage where we can double tap him. Wow. This tier 6 Italian medium tank with such a good rate of fire, firing 7.5 rounds a minute and 240 alpha, if you can manage to penetrate with it, is an absolute beast. And some people have been saying that they haven't really enjoyed this tank at tier 6, but I think it's one of the highlights of the Italian medium tank line. What's not to love about having 240 alpha at tier 6, and especially when you double that by working in a platoon, this thing feels absolutely monstrous. Alright, so Hummel. I'm going to give the gun a full time to aim, and that also should allow Z, who's on my right, to be able to finish off the Hummel, and he fires and the shell whiffs. Oh no, and my shell whiffs as well. The tier 6 German self-propelled gun lives to fight another day. In retrospect, considering the Hummel was so stationary, maybe I should have loaded a high explosive round there to have a 50-50 chance of one-shotting the side of the Hummel. Nevertheless, he dies to the KV-85, and now we're going to progress to try and get into a position to flank. Hopefully we can finish off the rest of the enemy's artillery. But oh my word, an E25 takes off my ammo rack. So we quickly repair that to get our gun back to maximum efficiency. I'm going to side scrape instead to hopefully finish off the FE304, but oh my word. Yeah, the 0.4 accuracy and 2.4 seconds aim time of this tank without vertical stabilizer is really starting to rear its ugly head. Nevertheless, we managed to finish off the E25. Z picks up the kill on the FE304, and I'm hoping that I can catch the artillery, and oh, the shell manages to bounce off, I think, his gun there. Yeah, it wasn't really a full hitbox. I was kind of just trying to take a swing and hope for the best there. Now, I'm thinking, you know, I'm going into a bit of a zombie mode here up the hill. And then I realized, you gotta go, what? What am I doing? I'm going up to fight against a T28 prototype and a Leo and another artillery to be able to support them. No, that's not what's going to happen. So instead I tell my brother it's time to get out of there. Now I wait to see if I could poach a shot. I couldn't, and the T28 prototype picks up their 4th kill of the game. Now it's pretty neck and neck right now. 6 tanks left on either side, or should I say 5 tanks and 1 self-propelled gun. And right now it's about getting distance. We can't allow the T28 prototype to catch us up. And I'm not even going to bother to turn my turret around with this vehicle because to all intents and purposes we might have caught the Stritzwagen 74 or the Leo. But it's always a good idea to be facing where you next think that the shell is going to be. And that's right there, and that one goes into the dirt as well. While this vehicle does have that crazy alpha, its gun handling, it's not remarkable. Okay, so Z finishes off the Strotzfang 74 there, picking up his 3rd kill of the game. We're on 2, and I'm hoping right now that I can chunk off some hit points off this Jagdpanzer IV. Now, the Jagdpanzer IV misses, so I feel fairly confident. I'm hoping he's going to miss me again, and I'm going to be able to finish him off. And he actually kills my loader, which just messes up my reload, enough for him to be able to get his side armor angled, and I ricochet off his side armor. That's awkward, because Z also manages to fall. Who did Z actually die to? I didn't quite see. Nevertheless, my artillery picks up a good shot there to clean up my poor play against the Jagdpanzer IV. And I think maybe I can launch myself over here. I was just trying something new on Himmelsdorf. But here we go. 2 tanks left on the enemy team, a T-28 and the Lorraine. Now we're going to try and have to support this Scorpion G as quickly as we can, because the Scorpion G seems to have fluffed the shot. The artillery also misses the T-28, so they're not going to be stunned. Okay, I know the T-28's on reload. Hopefully I can catch the back of the tank. And now decision. Okay, I track. So go forwards, go forwards, go forwards. Oh no, it has a repair kit! So it shuts me down. Poor decision making there by me. I probably should have just taken a swing at the T-28 and then pulled back round the corner, especially considering how the Lorraine was about to push up behind me as well. And oh dear, ladies and gents, did we just throw this game? And oh, mistakes were made by me. But, okay, it also looks like some mistakes have been made by this A43 on our team. Ladies and gents, yep, he's marooned. He's been left on his side, nobody there to help. But at least our team is saying to help here. Look, the GW Panther's saying, Artie, help the A43. I say SPG in chat. I guess I maybe didn't fully finish my conversation. So, here we go. Look at this. M44 is actually going to give the helping hand to the A43 on our team. Alright, well this is going to be fairly interesting. Now this A43 clearly a new player, but still doing pretty good. I mean, like 46% wins in your first 1,000 games played of World of Tanks is not too shabby. This doesn't look like it's a bot. It looks like it's a new player, right? Alright, the M44 now going to push the A43 back onto their tracks, and the A43 jumps back into the action, stops for a second to look at the wall, and I presume the A43 was thinking about saying something in chat, saying thank you to the M44, but maybe doesn't quite figure out how to chat there. Nevertheless, the A43 is going to be very useful for the M44 here, and there's the T-28 prototype who misses the Tier 6 Soviet medium tank, and this T-28 prototype has to be confident. On 7 kills, 1 more kill will give them a Radley Walters medal, but oh wait, ladies and gents, the T-28 misses again, and now the M44 has the T-28 prototype right in the side, shut down. Just how perfect was that? Karma right for the M44. The M44 saved the A43, and that allowed the A43 to distract the T-28 for long enough for the Tier 6 American self-propelled gun to finish them off. Wow, you literally couldn't have scripted this. And I was laughing my backside off with my brother at the time, because we thought I'd lost the game. And to all intents and purposes, I had with that relatively, with that mistake. I presume that T-28 didn't have his repair kit, and he did. And look, the A44 finishes off the Lorraine, brought back from probably a position that a lot of us would have just left the game and gone to the garage. This made me very happy at the end here, just to see somebody like an artillery re-push a tank back up, who then distracts the higher tiered vehicle who's been chewing the whole way through your team, to enable the self-propelled gun to finish him off. Now, fair enough, mistakes were made all the way through this replay, but undoubtedly this M44 got an instant dose of karma here, and thankfully for the better. So while we didn't nail any battle hero medals in this round, we still managed to finish on top of experience. And the key difference in this game was the impact of the Tier 6 tanks, whereas on the enemy team it was all about those Tier 8s. And so the answer to one of my most frequently asked questions is to how do I be impactful when I'm a bottom tier tank in a top tier game? You don't have to be the amazing hero who does 3,600 damage and 7 kills. But if you just do enough, pick up a few kills, try and be in a position to change the outcome of the small engagements, then it's definitely going to positively affect your chances of winning those rounds and improve your overall win ratio on your account. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up, but if you hated it, make sure you give it a thumbs down. And let me know in the comments down below if you've got any tips and tricks for being effective in your low tier games, either by yourself or when you're platooning with a buddy. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.